I say again that Syria is not a copy of other countries. It is different. And for us to...
But why aren't the Syrian people allowed to vote for the president that they want? They've had the same ruling family for 40 years. All they're asking for is to be allowed to vote for the president that they want. Why aren't they allowed that?
I think possibly that would be part of the reforms that is coming. Obviously, I cannot answer that question, but it is a possibility that would be part of the reforms that's on the way.
But why doesn't he do it now? We've had 2 weeks of demonstrations on the streets. People have been waiting and waiting and waiting to hear from their president. He finally came out and spoke today. He said there'd be reforms, but he didn't give any reforms, any details of them. Surely that's going to lead to more unrest.
But I'm sorry, I don't think it's a job of the president to give the details of the reforms.
Well,
he did say that there were committees that are going to be working on them. He said that there would be committees and experts working on them and that it is their job to do this.
But this is the president, this is the man in charge, this is the man in control of Syria. If it's not his job, whose is it?
The point is to do reforms and to do reforms from the root, not because there is pressure at the moment, so let's hurry up and do some reforms. You must start with the problem at the root.
But if the president can't announce reforms, if the president says it's not his job to announce reforms, whose job is it? Who do the people look to for leadership?
I mean, reforms don't suddenly fall from the air. Reforms have to be studied. The situation has to be considered. Then people have to sit and talk about it. And then the president might announce what has happened, and he said that.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but do you think the people actually have the patience while the president and his committee sit and study what reforms they might want to put in? We've seen in Egypt, we've seen in Tunisia that people don't have that patience.
But it's different in Syria, isn't it? Because we had huge mass rally supports yesterday in all governorates. So there is a very big difference, and that should be quite obvious to you. And Sarah, I mean, if people want proper reforms, if they want credible reforms, then they can wait a matter of 6 months, possibly. I don't know about 6 months. I'm just assuming.